Hello class, welcome to the online lecture of St. Thomas High School, Mahua. Today, I, Richa Parekh, am here to start with the social science of class 8th. My dear students, in the last lecture, we discussed about what is around us, unit number 2. In that chapter, we came across the geography part. In this lecture, we are going to discuss unit number 3, that is Indian Constitution. My dear students, let's start with the introduction part. Heli, Priyanshi and Sachin are watching the final match of World Cup of 2011 on television with their parents. An exciting match is going on between India and Sri Lanka. Who will win the World Cup, India or Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka had put up a challenging target for India to achieve, but with the fearless batting of Indian captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni, India won the World Cup. Everyone was rejoicing in victory. So, here, as an introduction part, there is a description given that three persons, Heli, Sachin and Priyanshi, are watching the World Cup with their parents. And it is a time to see whether which country will be winning the World Cup. At last, when the Indian captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni achieved the World Cup, everyone was enjoying the victory. Heli said to her mother while watching the television, "Mummy, the previous match between England and India resulted in a tie." "What does that mean?" Neetaben, that is Heli's mother, said, "Heli, for a popular game like cricket, the ICC has systematically formed rules. A tie in the match means that both the teams have an equal score. Even the games like football, hockey, kabaddi, etc. have their own set of rules. If a game has so many rules, then to run the administration of a populous nation, we surely require well-framed rules." So, when the mother made Heli understand that in order to run a particular game in a systematic way, there are set of rules decided by a proper administration. And lastly, it came to run the administration of a populous nation like India, we surely need frame of rules. Here is a part of Constitution. What does Constitution mean and what does it provide to the citizen of India? We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India in a sovereign socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thoughts, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of individual and unity with the integrity of nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. My dear students, here we are going to see what does Constitution say. Sovereign, that is, only Indians rule Indians. In fact, that we are no longer a British colony and we are the leaders of ourselves. That means no other state or country outside India can rule Indians. Secular means that there is no state religion. Many states have a defined religion. For example, in Afghanistan, there must be only Muslims, but in India, we adapt secularism. That means people of each and every community are allowed to stay in our nation and worship their assigned religions. Republic means the fact that there is no queen or king ruling over us. Democratic means the fact that we the people vote the people for the people. Indirectly, it is us ruling our country. Socialist. What does socialist mean? It means the state has a direct control over assets and has a tight grip. This was followed by Swadeshi, which in end failed. What is equality? Liberty. Liberty of thoughts and expression. That is, We are given the choices that we can express our thoughts, we can express our beliefs, faith, and worship. Equality, the status of being equal for each and every person inside the nation, and to promote fraternity among them, assuring the dignity of individual and the unity and integrity of nation. A systematic compilation of set of rules to run the government of a country is known as constitution. Constitution can be written or unwritten form. Our constitution starts with preamble. The things which we discussed above was the preamble of our constitution. The first thing in which define the set of rules and how the country is going to be governed with rules and regulations. That is the part of constitution. How was, dear students, let's see how was the Constitution of India formed. The Constitution is the statement of national goals and aims such as democracy, socialism, secularism, national unity, etc. What is Constitution? Dear students, in order to achieve the goals and aims decided by the Constitution of a country, along with the democracy, socialism, secularism, and national unity, that is why the Constitution was framed. Our Constituent Assembly was established. It started working from 9th of December 1946. It was formed with the prominent and distinguished scholars and leaders. Following were the leaders who had a far sight in order to maintain the dignity of our Constitution. Leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Patel, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, Sardar Baldev Singh, etc. provided their guidance. Frank Anthony presented the Anglo-Indian community and H.P. Modi represented the Parsi community. The committee had various constituent scholars like Aladi Krishnaswamy Iyer, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, K.M. Munshi, etc. Dear students, the leaders from various parts of the country and representing various communities were associated with this constitution in order to draft it in a proper way so that each and every country, each and every community can get their own set of rules and regulations. They can represent themselves for being the citizen of our nation. There were female leaders like Sarojini Naidu and Vijayalakshmi Pandit. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the President of the Constituent Assembly. There were numbers of subcommittees to take care of various aspects of Constitution. The person, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who was elected as the President, and there were also subcommittees to take care various aspects so that proper rights, rules and regulations can be formed and enabled in our Constitution. The drafting committee, which was headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, gave to the Constitution its final shape. After holding total 166 meetings, Constituent Assembly in the time period of 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. On 26th of November 1949, the committee passed the Constitution and hence it was enforced on 26 January 1950. Therefore, dear students, 26 January was termed as a Republic Day. Here are the photos of Maulana Azad, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Sarojini Naidu and Kanhaialal Munshi. My dear students, now let's see how and why the Constitution is important in order to run a country. Why do we need a Constitution? And what happens if there is no Constitution? A country cannot function without Constitution. A Constitution serves many objectives. It is a document which have finely views the ethos and ideals of a country. It tells about the kind of government our country would have, how to run the administration of country. In a democratic form of government, we elect our leaders so that they can run the administration on our behalf. However, there are provisions in the Constitution to check the misuse of the powers by the leader. So why does students we need Constitution? It serves objectives. It follows the ethos and ideals of our country, the system, the kind of power which a country has, and it tells us about what kind of government our country is following. How is the administration of the country working? In democratic form, we elect by voting our leaders, so that on our behalf those leaders can run the administration. However, there are also many provisions made in the Constitution to check whether those leaders are using their powers in a proper way or either they are misusing them. My dear students, in the next video, we will be discussing the features of our Constitution. Till then, read the chapter from your textbook and stay tuned with the lectures.